Hi, welcome back to Guardian Angel Resin Creations. Today I'm going to do my new mould from Boowannicole, and this is an incense holder in the shape of a pea. They were kind enough to send me this mould to test because I have just joined their affiliates club. I have got a bookmark that I was silly enough to do in the casting powder. Now they break. Because they're so thin, they just snap. You can't drop them. So, I'm going to try and put that in my little holder. So I've got 100 grams of casting powder sitting here, and I'm going to put in 33 grams of water. So I'm not sure whether this will be enough or it'll be too much, because it is quite a small mould. So I'm just going to carefully pour in without splashing it, because as usual I have a good dress on. Not sure whether you can see. 33. Okay, just a little bit more. I like to put a little bit extra into what they recommend. Now I'll just get that out of the way and move my powder out of the way. This is the referralCode AR400 that I always use. I find it easy to work with. Now my container is a little bit too big, but I couldn't find my other glass one. I need to buy one just specific for doing my resin with. So hopefully you can see, and I'm not right at the top of the screen. I've done a couple lately and they've been all the way up here. So there we go. So mix that in, give it a mix. So easy to do. Perhaps I should have maybe put this in first. So I'm just gonna give it a snap. There we go. Let's put it all face down in there. Let's put the pieces in there. Hands aren't working. Hopefully it doesn't sit up over the mould. Is that in right? There we go. Snap off a little bit of this one. Yeah, I'll probably have to give it a bit of a sand. Maybe just drop a couple of pieces down in there. There we go. I don't want it that big. Get in there. There we go. That down there. Make sure they're round the right way, because I want the sparkle to be on the outside. Yes, I definitely should have put this in beforehand. That in there. That one. I'll put that down there. There we go. A little bit more. That down there. And I want a pointy bit. Maybe perhaps put that there. And put that bit down there. That's better. There we go, that bit. And a couple more pieces in there. Now, I don't even know whether you're going to be able to see them. There we go. Throw that in. Push that down. In that bit. And there we go. Hopefully my resin is still maneuverable enough. Get all these little pieces in. There we go. Because I've done the extra water, it's not setting up real fast. Now pour that in there. Probably won't be able to see any of it. Hopefully it is going to be enough. get in there. Scrape that all off. And push them all down. And I know you're yelling at me again because I haven't got gloves on. There we go, get that in there. Make sure it is all covered. Give her a bang. There we go, push that down. Make sure there's no bubbles, there's nothing left in there that I can be scraping out. Rightio, there we go, nice fast one today. There we are, hopefully we are all good. Give it a bit more of a bang. Throw those in there, get in there. Push them down. There we go. I'm just going to give it a bit more of a jiggle. Scrape that bit off there just to level it up. Yeah, that's better. That's moved it in quite nicely. There we are. Push them down. Just using my fingernails because they are quite long. In there, there we are. Sometimes they're better than tweezers. Rightio, I'll come back in a couple of hours and we'll demold. Alrighty, you're going to have to excuse the stuff you can see in the background. Hopefully I got you tight enough. I've just spilled resin everywhere, so it's just taken me half an hour to clean it all up. I was not concentrating. I was on the phone to my mother and should not have been doing what I was doing. So let's get this mould out. Hopefully you're definitely seeing. I'm just gonna turn it over. Oh, I like that. Comes out pretty clean. Love these molds from Boowannicole. They are so strong, but they're still flexible. They're nice and thick. So I'll just move that out of the way. And let's see. We've got a little bit of a hole there, but that's fine. Now, if I want to, I'm going to grab a nail file because I can bend my little nail file there. And I'm just going to go give it a little bit of a sand. Make sure you can see. Just get some of that out because I don't want to move too much of it because it might just fall out. So I just want to get it so you can see it. Yeah, that's better. That's working. There we go. Oh, actually, I like it the way it is as well. I won't touch it with that because I have been touching resin with it. So I'm going to just get a little bit of fresh paper towel. And I'm just going to just wipe it over like that. There we go. I could sand it more if I want to, but I actually like the way that has turned out. Sort of terrazzo, but not really terrazzo. There we go. That's better. That's got it. Make sure there's no resin residue anywhere. I've made up so much resin for something. And I made up 750 mils and I lost 250 mils and it went all over my beautiful bench. Luckily most of it was contained in this because it does have lips on it. But I wasted so much resin and I had my phone next to me. Instead of having it in the cradle, it was next to me, so I had to quickly try and get the resin off that. So hopefully I haven't ruined a brand new phone. But if I did, my fault. So, alrighty. So it's all finished. I really like the way that has turned out. turn him over a bit. I might wait until it dries a tiny bit because that is a little bit sharp there. Just where I put that extra piece in, and there we go, we got that fixed up already. I will get these pieces off and I will show you if I can grab it. Ouch. I haven't, oh, I think I just broke something. So I have a little kit here that I used to do ceramics. So I reckon I could just use this end, and I can, there we go, look at that. That gets it off easy. There's no sharp edges. There we are. There we go, lovely. It is still quite damp. Could have left it a little bit longer. There we go. Give it a wipe with the paper towel. There we are. Paper towel's rough enough to get rid of those edges, but it's not rough enough to scratch it. Just get rid of that a little bit. There we are, just where I'd moved him. There we are. Perfect. Rub that. There we go. And I can, if I want to, I can wet this. Let me see, I've got a little bit of water here. So let's just give this a bit of a go. Pour a little bit of water on him. Oh, there's resin on my water bottle. So you can wipe it off. There we are. Just get rid of those edges. Wipe the resin off my hand. See, I got it everywhere. Literally everywhere. Alright. Wipe up my hands. Look at that. Beautiful. So the more you wipe it with a damp cloth, the more the blue shows up on the edges. Lovely. That's smoothing it off quite nicely as well. Alright, so thank you to Boowannicole for sending me these beautiful moulds. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to buying and using more moulds from your company because that's outstanding quality. So there we go. So thank you to all of my lovely subscribers for subscribing. I cannot tell you how nice it is to read your comments and see your likes. I really do appreciate it. It really does make my day every day, seeing that somebody is actually watching. So thank you all very much. Please hit the like button, make comments, let me know what colours I can do this in, what things I can be putting into it to make it look different. So there we go. So thank you so very much for watching. Hit the like button and I will catch you next time.